Hello, my dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and healthy and safe at home. Welcome to class 6. I am Sonakshi Pramanik and I shall be teaching you geography. We all know that due to the corona pandemic, we are not allowed to go outside. So we have started online classes. So for class 6 students from geography portion, you need only one chapter for PT1, that is the earth and the solar system. So today I am going to start about your first chapter, the earth and the solar system. So let's first start with the word solar. The word solar is derived from the Roman word sol. It means sun god. As a result, all the words that from sol like solar denotes those related to sun. Now, when we look at the sky during the day, we see the sun. And when we look at the sky during the night time, we see a vast space with moon and numerous points of light. So, let's first discuss about the sun and the stars. Sun is much closer to us than any other stars. And the sun is in the center of our solar system. The sun is a star, and light from the sun takes about 8 minutes to reach the earth, and the sun is made up of hot gases. So it is ultimate source of energy, that is heat and light. And the sun is about 150 million kilometer away from the earth. Now let's discuss about stars. When we look at the sky during the night, we see countless teeny diamonds. Some are bright and some are dim light, and some twinkles and others do not twinkle. So stars have different sizes and shapes. Now the question is, why stars appear so small to us? Because they are very far from us. Now all objects look smaller from a distance. Doesn't aeroplanes look very small to you when it is flying in the sky at a very great height? Yes. And now we talk about giant stars. What is giant stars? Giant stars are any stars having a relatively large radius for its mass and temperature. Because the radiating area is correspondingly large, the brightness of such stars is high, and such stars are called the giant stars. Now the coolest stars are nearly 500 degrees, while the hottest stars can reach 90,000 degrees. Because the color of stars depend on its temperature, the coolest stars are red and the hottest stars are bluish white, because the temperature of a star depends entirely on its mass. Okay. Now we are talking about the celestial bodies. What is celestial bodies? So all the objects that we see in the sky are called celestial bodies, and celestial bodies are also known as heavenly bodies. The sun, the moon, and all those objects shining in the night sky are called the celestial bodies. It includes the sun, the moon, the stars, and the planets, including the earth. Now moving to the universe. If I talk about universe, let's see, this circle denotes universe, and this universe is made up of numerous galaxies, and the universe is the largest unit in which we live, and it is a collection of galaxies. There is only one universe and everything that is exist. So it includes the celestial bodies, animals, plant, minerals, gases, everything. Now what is nebula? Nebula is a very huge mass of gas and dust, and the stars are formed from clouds of gas, and the dust in space is called nebula, and celestial bodies also created by nebula. So all stars and celestial bodies are created by nebula, that is, and thus it is called the mother of all stars and celestial bodies. That is why nebula is called all called the mother of all stars and celestial bodies. Now moving to stars. So what is stars? Stars are celestial bodies, and stars are a huge mass of burning gases and that are very big and hot, and they are made up of gases. They have their own heat and light which they emit in the large amount. And now it is easy to understand why some stars are bright and why some are dim, because it is on the basis of distance from us. The stars, because different stars are at different distance from earth, and the closer stars is to the planet Earth and the brighter it appears to us. And on the basis of size of stars, also stars vary in their size and brightness, and the longer stars usually shine more brighter than smaller stars. Now, what is constellation? Different group of stars from different imaginary pattern in the sky, such a pattern of star is called the constellation. So the common known constellation are Cassiopeia, the Orion's belt, and the Ursa Major or Big Bear is one such constellation. In fact, it is the third largest constellation in the sky, and Ursa Minor is also known as Small Bear. Now, Ursa Major also known as Saptarishi Mandal in Hindi. So, Saptarishi meaning seven sages. Sapta means seven and Rishi means sages. Now, pole star or north star indicates north direction. In ancient time, people used to determine direction during night with the help of pointers. And pole star also, or north star indicates north direction, and its position always remain same in the sky, and we can locate the position of pole star with the help of Ursa Major and Ursa Minor constellation. In this picture, you can see Ursa Major and Ursa Minor constellation. So if we join these two stars within a imaginary line and extends this imaginary line towards the tops, so these stars made this line to pole star or north star, and these stars indicate the north direction. Okay.